horrible. And one of my biggest challenges I want to issue out to progressives is this.
Is this a new Tyler? He's got like a similar reasoning. I don't know what you call it. He thinks similarly. So like if I'm going to be looking at a situation and determining whether or not it's something that I would prefer or not prefer, I'm not going to do it on the basis of whether or not people of XYZ nationality are killed, whether or not it's like the authority of the United States says that someone is a bad person. I'm not gonna, like, that's not the reasoning I'm going to be looking at. The reasoning I'm going to be looking at for any particular event is going to be based on what types of events can unfold and what that means directly for the people that live in the area. Period. Like that's so like one of the things that I was like, one of my primary concerns when I was looking at the escalation with Hezbollah, one of the primary concerns that I had was starting with the people in Lebanon and the Israeli population. Like those are the two things. Like I'm relating it to directly those two situations. Like, what does this mean for the people of Lebanon? What does this mean for the people in Israel? That's the general framework that I start with. You know, not whether or not XYZ person is a bad person, or whether or not the United States says that this person's a bad person, or whether or not any if there's any U.S. blood that's been spilled or whatever. I would be starting with the people that live in the area and whether or not this is going to be leading to a better or worse future for those people, and that's it. That's all I'm going to be looking at. And that being said, I don't have any like strong conclusions about any of this, but it is worrying. It's worrying insofar as the of escalation and intensity and of, I guess, precarity of what happens next. That's where it would be worrying, but it's not going to be worrying on the basis of like whether or not Hezbollah are good people, whether or not XYZ group is justified in this or that or the other thing. It's not really something that I'm concerned with.
We can be sympathetic toward the people of Gaza without losing common sense. Hezbollah is not your friend.
Oh.
This guy who just got blown sky high, Hassan Nasrallah, that guy has videos on the internet of him brazenly and proudly talking about killing homosexuals.
ما في حالة اللواط فما في فرق بين عزابي ومتزوج. في حالة اللواط من المرة الأولى حتى لو كان عزابي يقتل.
That guy is not your buddy. The reality is Hezbollah is not our friend. They're just absolutely not our friend. Furthermore, we have to live in reality.
Oh.
The reason why these strikes are happening in Lebanon is because Hezbollah for the last year has been receiving rocket strikes from southern Lebanon. Now
I think he mixed up this sentence.
They've been able to blow up most of them and stop them from coming over. However, Hezbollah fired on Israel for a year straight and caused the forced displacement of 100,000 Israeli citizens.
I thought it was like 40,000.
100,000.
Maybe, I could be wrong.
If Mexico was firing rockets over the border into Texas and displaced 100,000 Texans, we'd blow up their leaders, the leaders of those terrorist organizations too. That is the reality of war. And I'm seeing progressives abandoning common sense and reality. For what?
Are you?
Genuinely.
Are you?
For what? Is Israel perfect? No. Is Israel never wrong? No.
Wow.
I'm not even going to pretend that that's the case. If you're someone who never wants to hear me critique Israel, this channel's not for you. If you're someone who never wants to hear me critique Hamas, Hezbollah, or the Houthis, leave the channel. There are a lot of terrorist sympathizers on this channel because some of you guys are Hassan viewers. Go back that way. Don't come here.